Hello, my name is Passion Smith, and this is my graduating quarter. And one thing I allowed myself to do upon starting the psychology program is just allowing myself to open up and be more willing to try to engage with others and trying to get out of my comfort zone. The success of this is that I have been able to meet new people, learn about new cultures, and have brand new opportunities open up to me because of my willingness to get to know others and learn about others as well. Some barriers of this would be if I'm in large groups, then I may not be willing to talk to others and I may shut down because I may be overstimulated. So that's still something I'm working towards. So that's one thing. Some main takeaways from the psychology degree that I have is one, how to write in APA format. Before I came to Life University or before I entered the psychology program, I only had written in MLA format before. So when I came here, it was a real eye-opener on what APA was because I never had even heard of it. But through many classes, I learned the correct ways on how to write an APA. I was first introduced to APA in Psychology 101, and they had gave us a little lesson on it. But throughout my years being here, they gave many classes. So I think I'm pretty well versed in APA format now. Also, while in research methods, I came to a realization on how important it is to be able to read research papers, because not only do research methods apply to those who are looking to conduct research, but it's also for those who are just reading research studies. So when you are in your field and you have to read papers, you need to be able to understand what the paper is about and also articulate and decipher whether or not that was a good study. And I feel like through research methods and quantitative methods of psychology, I'm able to decipher through research papers much easier than I was when I first arrived here. And then another takeaway that I got from my degree would be just how many different paths you can take as a psychology major. Before, I really wasn't even sure on what you could do with your psychology major, because when I first came here, I wanted to be a lawyer, a defense attorney, and I just was like, oh, psychology is interesting. And so I'll just take that and then get my degree and apply to law school. But once I was here and I just kept learning more and more about the program, I learned there's many different paths you can take. Like for me, I'm going to get my master's in clinical mental health counseling so I could become a lawyer. But if you want to be a psychologist, there's many different types of fields you can go into. You could be a cognitive psychology. You could be a lifespan psychology. You could be a health psychologist. And it's just so many different ways that you could use your psych degree. And it's just amazing to know that, because before I wasn't aware. Some skills that I learned that are transferable is just to being able to be more understanding and empathetic, able to handle multiple tasks at once, and be able to succeed under pressure. Throughout the years of at life, I have had many different assignments at once, so I had to learn how to get these assignments done at the same time, on time as well, which also plays into succeeding under pressure. And also through multiple different psychology classes, I was able to learn how to be more empathetic towards others. So that was very helpful. Another thing that I learned from this degree is time management. School is like, it will teach you how to have your time together so you're able to turn those assignments in on time. My next step is graduate school. I have applied to schools for clinical health mental counseling so I can become a therapist. And I was accepted into Agnes Scott, and I'll be starting there this fall. So that's my next plan. I would recommend students using the writing lab and the library. As stated before, many students don't come here knowing what APA format is, so the writing lab is very helpful to get you on track with that. And even if you already have understanding of what APA is, it can also help you just making sure your papers are good, taking any spelling errors or grammatical errors out of there, and just ensuring you can get the best grade on your papers. The library can also be a resourceful resource because if you don't have a computer or a laptop, you're able to use the laptops in the library, but also able to check out a laptop. Or if you're just looking for a quiet place to study, it's also there for that. And then they have many books in there where probably if you're not able to afford some books, you could probably find one in the library, or they could help you maybe find an online version of it. And lastly, I would just like to continue learning how to get out of my comfort zone, because this would be very useful to me as a therapist. Because as a therapist, you have to work with many people from different walks of life. And so if I'm able to get out of my comfort zone, try to put myself in people's shoes, talk to more people, I'll be able to be more empathetic towards my clients, and also it will make it more easier for me to network with other therapists and other people as well. Thank you for listening to my video, and have a nice day.